Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Nah, nope, not in here. So what's the difference between you just do some shoes and saying they reps? What is ah okay, okay. Alright. That's what I was trying to tell Mikey. If he gives me some shoes. Come on, champ. What's going on? World most expensive ice cream costs $6,000 per serving. That shit sounds stupid. Nope. Man, it's hey, Instagram been tripping for y'all. Keep on couldn't refresh feed. Couldn't refresh feed. I'm not even trying. Boy, Jamal Murray was going crazy first half. What?
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Yeah. They still got the Heat as underdogs in the series, even though they 2 up. Ain't my fault. I mean, these niggas just man. They just I don't know. They get to that fourth quarter and forget how to play. Marcus Smart, that ball that he lost made me mad. He just got the ball and just him too. Him too. Him too. Don't know how to play no more. He's scared, man. Look, a lot of people don't want to. I be trying to tell people, man. When he gets somebody be physical with him, it gets him out of his game. He always want to cry to the referees. He feel like he getting fouled all the time, but he don't. I don't think he likes contact, bro. It's weak, man. But Jaden Brown didn't play good neither. Who's high playing? PJ? Yeah. 21-7-5.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here.
0-0. He gotta reset his modem.
Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. Eisner's going to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Willis. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Does that? I don't know. That shit matters. I don't want to hear it.
Escape this drive.
The kick by Carlson is good.
You gotta get tonight. Who gotta get tonight?
You know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where
Real
we
talk.
trust him from. This
It gotta
distance,
be tonight.
He can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
A cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup
I'm so mad.
between
I'm
the
like, he
Houston
really dropped
Texans
2
and the
at
New
home.
York Giants.
Like,
The
first one I was like, okay.
It's
I'm like,
week
all right.
12 of the NFL
Wow.
season,
I don't know
and
what's
we're
going on.
underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
I don't know what. Hey, boy, super laggy.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Edwards now on 1st and 10, down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But
Man, this matter it went right back to switching up the rosters again. Your depth chart.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Edwards. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Lord. It wouldn't even let me get. This is tripping.
Touchdown.
Wow. I know he's mad.
Collins.
That's a pick.
Touchdown of the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and
they just messed this game up.
Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open
the last year was
you
bad.
get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Exactly what it was. Just adding all them, these traits. No, that different stuff.
Just past the 20 as his guys will
get off the game.
The 21-yard
go
line.
back to just playing without all these traits and all this QB freeform stuff. Like, boy be going one way, throw behind him, he zip and go, zip and get. Like, come on, it's up. I'm like, all right, I get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown. Giants. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Oh, Lord. He must be really lagging.
And they'll remain down by a point.
Lord. That's what's going to... If it's a close game, he need a field goal. That's going to be terrible.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Are you happy for me? Are you happy for me?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert now. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8.
That boy got Bo Jackson over there looking crazy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I see you got the...
Takes it at the 7.
In the rushing, ain't you?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Defense, let's play a little better this time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Bro, sometimes does it put you on the furthest corner for no reason?
Nothing has changed. They're still moving.
It's supposed to be the closest to the ball.
Forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
You don't beat my touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
Oh, what you saying? What you saying? No.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives
you got to catch that.
Both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the gun, they go to Edwards.
Woo! Oh, don't tell me. Oh, my God.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it. And really, no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Bless you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Why you don't use the other one? He just said I'm just gonna wait till this one go. He said I'm gonna wait till this one go.
And off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He's got room at the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll run here with Edwards.
I got to work on
about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense.
The hard cut.
They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Edwards.
Well, that's what kind of what the hard cut is. You hold down L2 and you go the other way and take off
the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
Credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score.
I'm just not good with it.
Edwards.
Oh.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception in the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Come on.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He'll look to throw.
Give me that. Oh.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off.
Man, that's
Nearly
pushing.
intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw again.
Good pass.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Run.
Barkley off tackle left.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
No pressure out of Gary right now.
2nd and 4.
We'll get that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards away. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here in that deficit.
I swear it looked like I got the pick.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And now, as with every
I swear it
potential
looked like he was
turnover,
on the
they're going to
ground.
take a second look at this just to make sure.
It looked like I touched the ground and bow.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. From the 50, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
I had to get it out of there.
He'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
What you doing, boy?
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah. I don't know what. It might. I don't know. Man, he lagged a lot.
Great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do,
a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Herbert's throw taken in by Collins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert off of play action.
That's my fault.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Yes, he does.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Follow his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Got him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Gary is that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
I think
this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason
I think
to
I still
hang
got
around,
it, though.
especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's how you shred a defense.
You faster than that. That's from Michael Pittman.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. first.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Johnson on
that gotta come out. I knew it.
out, and the Texans scoop it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On the handoff, Edwards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Oh,
here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
From the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
All right, off of your nephew get 3 and we punching on you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. Nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Yeah.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Oh, no, he's not.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line. Because if you're a pass rusher, you know.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
Over the middle, it's Pittman.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Oh, Gary can't
the
get
Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
They probably did.
Because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Ready. Check you. Trouble 38. Ready.
Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Go get that,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards.
Wow.
Room here to run. Gets past one man. And now off off to the races down the right
He's
side.
tired.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
He was-
171 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it
Should have
here.
been.
Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Herbert
Oh,
has
wow.
him knocked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
He was going to get the underneath.
Harder
I
than an
know.
empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know the
Yeah,
quarterback
I don't know.
has
He
to
bounced off. I didn't
act
do
as
no
his
hard
own
cut.
blitz
Nothing.
control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
Oh, that's that.
But the
Rick
execution was a
Astley,
little
yeah.
lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing
That
board with
Rick
that call.
Astley. Yeah, let him sing it. That's the way I do it. No,
So
it
after
ain't.
the loss of a yard, they'll
He
look to push
he
forward
trash.
here on 2nd down
let
and
him
11. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Yeah,
They call
stop.
his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new
Don't
contract.
stop no shows around here.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many.
Gary.